Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Turn the renaissance of this neighborhood. There were many promises made a long time ago after September 11th that there would be a rebirth and rebuilding. This is it. In our minds today, with the stair climb, it's come full circle again. And that is the significance of that song, because after a first responder funeral, as the body's led away, they play, and then after everyone's gone, they reassemble, they remuster, and they come marching back to the church, signifying they're down, but they're not out, they're taking a hard knock, but they're still moving forward. They're coming back victorious and triumphant. That's what this was all about. So it was very important for us today. As far as I know, this may very well be the first time Gary Owen's been played marching back into these grounds in a good number of years. With that, I would like to introduce our Chairman and CEO of the Stephen Siller Tunnel to Towers Foundation, Frank Siller.
Let's just look at that magnificent building. And what do we see besides its beauty? Everywhere you look at that building, there is a V. And today it stands for our victory, and the victory for all those who are going to be running up those stairs today. In a few minutes, we'll have over 1,000 participants running up those stairs, and they'll be honoring first responders and so many other people that perished that day. There'll be military, first responders, elite runners, and just everyday people going up their stairs to remember somebody that they lost. I know that every step that's taken, and I see people go up there, I'll be remembering my brother, Stephen, firefighter Stephen Siller, who gave his life on September 11, 2001. It's being done in honor of Captain Billy Burke, whose family is here today, who came up with the idea to run up these stairs in honor of not just their brother, but so many people that perished that day. And Captain Billy Burke gave up his life that day, saving others. As we take each step, it is so important for us to remember the sacrifice that was made. Those stairs signify greatness. That the sacrifice of so many people in that stairwell that day, giving up their lives, and was part of the greatest rescue effort ever in America. I'm going to tell you what you did today. The money that you raised, is going to build a home for one of our most catastrophically injured service members. We will honor the sacrifices made every day for our men and women, whether police officers, firefighters, that go out there every single day, like police officers Lou and Ramos, who gave up their life for us, who were assassinated here back in December, where we came together and made sure that we paid off their mortgages. You did that as Americans coming together. Building, protecting people, the story of everyday people that were in there, saving people, stayed behind to get out their brother and their sister, You think about that and you say that you might knock us down, but you will never keep us down. You don't weaken us, you make us stronger. You don't divide us, you bring us together. We are here, we are not going away, and we're gonna run up those stairs in the glory of all those people. God bless you and God bless America.
The song you're about to hear is entitled, I Won't Turn My Back on You. It was really a song that we adopted on the 10th anniversary of September 11th, and it really embodies everything we're doing for first responders and service members. So with that, gentlemen, thank you so much for being here.
When the call of a brother in need is heard, when there's a prayer to be answered and all you feel is hurt, I will answer your shoulder, I will answer your call. No, I won't turn my back on you. When your world has been shattered and pieces on the ground, when your spirit has been broken and a friend just can't be found, I will lend you a shoulder, I will answer your call. No, I won't turn my back on you. Turn my back on you. When your world is in darkness and the clouds are hanging low, but if we face it together, then our spirits light will grow. It will shine from within, and you will light away. 'Cause I won't turn my back on you. No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't turn my back on you. When you worry, there's one thing that you should know. Always know, I'll never leave you to face this world alone. No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't turn my back on you. No, I won't. No, I'm never gonna leave. Never gonna turn my back on you. Never gonna, never gonna, never gonna leave. No, I won't. No, I won't turn my back on you.
As I said, this process started in January, and to think that here we are in 3 months' time is unbelievable. I mean, Jimmy, my brother Jim, and Tim Brown, and we said to Frank, we're thinking like next year, 2016, and Frank goes, oh no, we'll do it this year. We'll do it in May. May 2015. But, here we are. I hereby nominate the Tunnel Towers organization to run everything. They're that good. People in the city, friends and family, to warn them, stay home, don't leave home. We're under terrorist attack. Before the second plane hit. Then the second plane hit. They got the call to go down, and he led his men to box 8087, the World Trade Center. At somewhat after 10 o'clock, he was on the 27th floor of One World Trade when the South Tower collapsed. he and Captain Jay Jones of Ladder 6 looked at each other and said, "Is that what I think it was?" So Billy ran to the south side of the tower, looked out the window. Jay ran to the north, and as Jay was telling me later, he goes, "I looked out the window, I couldn't see anything, but your brother comes back, and yeah, the south tower's collapsed." At which point they started the evacuation. In the chaos, Billy's men were a few floors below him, helping a civilian out. They noticed that Billy was not with them, and they radioed back and they said, "Cap, where are you?" And he goes, "Keep going, I'm right behind you, I'm with 2 civilians." They said, "Well, we'll wait for you here." And no, keep going, I'm right behind you. And so they kept going, and as they descended, they kept calling back to him. And he said, "Keep going, meet at the rig, keep going, I'm right behind you, 2 civilians." Billy and his men, Billy's men, Engine 21, with the civilian, they all got out. They all survived. Unknown to them, the 2 civilians Billy was with was Abe Zomanos and Ed B.A., co-workers at Empire Blue Cross. B.A. was a quadriplegic, trapped in his wheelchair at the top of 27 flights of stairs, no working elevators. Abe, his friend, wasn't leaving him behind. They called out to family and friends. Billy called his girlfriend. She begged him to stay safe. He said, "This is my job, this is who I am." A few minutes later, the tower collapsed and they perished with the other 2,746 innocents at the Trade Center on September 11, 2001. But this is what I take from that, and this is what you all could be thinking of as you're climbing the stairs. You get to that 20th floor, 40th floor, 60th floor, 80th floor, and your knees are killing you and your back is killing you. Remember the words of Captain Billy Burke. Keep going, I'm right behind you. Thank you.
You are actually going to be retracing the steps of the first responders that took place on September 11, 2001. And as Frank and Michael mentioned, I've been fortunate and blessed to be working with the Burke and the Silla family since 2002 and 2003. And what we take out of this historic event is, out of this terrible, terrible tragedy, so much good has come. Just from 2 wonderful families, thousands and thousands of people have been helped. Because, as we say in the department, we will never forget. And you are helping us today to tell our catastrophically injured soldiers that we will never forget the sacrifices that they made because of what took place here over 13 years ago. The destruction, the devastation, but look at the rebirth. Look how wonderful this building has come back. So today, you get to retrace those steps. You get to honor the families of the police officers, the firefighters, the paramedics that were killed, all the civilians that were killed. And you get to help the young men and women who are protecting our country so that today we can assemble without fear of being attacked because of what they are doing for us every day all over the world.
The Silla family put together the first Tunnel to Towers run. And I was just a participant then. Little did I know that it becomes so involved. It's kind of like the mafia, once they get you in, that's it, you're done. In any case, I think there was so many wonderful things that happened that day, but one of the most spectacular things is that there was a composer, Johnny Papo, who wrote a beautiful song called "You Were Running In." "You Were Running In," obviously, as the title suggests, is about what Stephen did and what all the first responders did that day. We couldn't think, as the final performance here for our little ceremony this morning, we couldn't think of a better way than to have Johnny reprise that. And here's an interesting note. The beautiful young lady over there is his daughter, Gianna. She was with him on his lap when he played it on the stage the very first time in 2002. And she's back now, and she's going to be singing with him. So put your hands together for Johnny Papo.
So many years since you went away. So many tears, but it feels like yesterday. And life goes on, or so they say. But we're gathered here together now, holding hands, remembering how what you did, you changed the world that day. And we'll never forget. There's just no
Bless your children, hold their heads up high. Let them know that their mommies and their daddies were heroes in the line of fire. We want to thank you for being so strong, showing everybody in the world that thought that there were no more heroes left. They couldn't be more wrong, 'cause I know you were scared, with the odds looking thin. You had to be thinking, maybe this time you couldn't win. I know you were scared, like we all would have been. But everyone was running out, and you were running in. So take a bow for courage as we call your names. And as you get where you are surely going, maybe you could ask God to send us some of the same. 'Cause I know you were scared, with the odds looking thin. You had to be thinking, maybe this time you couldn't win. I know you were scared, like we all would have been. But everyone was running out, and you were running in.
you could have stopped, you could have turned right around. You could have said to the world and to God, it was just too late. Oh, you could have run and told yourself there's nothing to be done. Nobody would have blamed you, no, but you didn't hesitate. I know you were scared,
With the odds looking thin,
you had to be thinking, maybe this time you couldn't win. And I know you were scared, like we all would have been. And still, everyone was running out, and you were running in. Everyone was running out, and you were running in.
So let's be thankful that we live in a country where we're allowed to come back 13, 14 years later and be able to run in victory and show everybody what we're made of. Danny Rodriguez is back with us again. We want to celebrate not only renewal down here in this part, of Manhattan. We want to celebrate the United States of America and everything it stands for. So we're going to end this with Danny Rodriguez singing the first verse of America the Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty, above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.